Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review Shout Factory and Scream Factory's Blu-ray edition of Tales from the Darkside, the movie. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Tales from the Darkside, the movie is here on Blu-ray, courtesy of Shout Factory, Scream Factory, and this movie, backing up a little bit, I love horror anthology as far as TV series go and movies. So, movies like Creepshow, which is loosely related to, really interested me when I was growing up. And of course, as older, I like to revisit these movies in their entirety. So I was very happy that Shout Factory and Scream Factory were releasing this one on Blu-ray disc. It had, to my knowledge, never been released before. So that was a cool thing. And, they put a lot of care into their extras, and for the most part, their picture quality audio is really good as well. So, long story short, I'm a fan of the movie. And while I still haven't seen all the original run from the TV series. That was kind of just before I really latched onto it, and they didn't have cable reruns at the time. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm a big fan of horror anthology, and you should definitely check this one out. If you're a fan of like George Romero and those type of films. So, all right, now we're going to do a quick unboxing, and then we'll talk about the picture quality and the audio. Okay, we have Shout Factory, Scream Factory's Tales from the Darkside, the movie, slipcover edition. Pretty nice artwork for the cover, and then we have the back. The spine, and then pretty much the same there, but then we have the interior, which has got slightly different. So yeah, poster art there, looks pretty good. So all right, now we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio. To my knowledge, there was no restoration done on the print itself for Tales from the Darkside of the movie. So what we get here is the best that it's probably going to look on the home media formats. That being said, I think the Blu-ray edition still is very good. It's not perfect. There's definitely some blemishes that can be cleaned up, with a restoration. But for what we get, it's still a very nice looking transfer. Now this being an anthology, there's slightly different levels of coloring and aspects of just theming that are different throughout the stories being told. So it's not going to be, like let's say one story is going to have a little bit more of a warmer look and the other is going to look cooler. So that kind of is a thing here with the Blu-ray edition of Tales from the Darkside. So it's not going to be consistent. Some areas I think look a little bit better than others. I feel for the most part, darker scenes, which are prevalent throughout the movie, are well rendered. They look good. Slight bit of elevation here, but that's to be expected with a 1080p encode for the most part. But I think for the most part what we get here is it's really good looking as far as black levels go. Detailing also looks nice. 1080p really does it justice. Clothing, skin textures, creature designs all look well done. Coloring, once again, going back to the different theming here throughout the stories. It varies from story to story, but I think for what we get, it looks good. Overall, it's very nice looking picture. 1080p really does its justice. A nice scan would have been really putting this over the top, but I think what we get, it's a very good looking picture. For the audio of Tales from the Darkside, the movie, we're given a DTS 5.1, and I think for the most part, it's a very well done track. It offers a lot of atmosphere and ambience, and it just kind of pulls you into what a nice horror movie should really do on your home theater system. So when we get dialogue coming through the center channel, for the most part, it's very clean and clear. No problems there whatsoever. The front channels handle a lot of the action. There's a lot going on, and I think it does so very well. The rear speakers, once again, there's some of those quieter moments, those little hush tones. They're still active, and there's a little bit of ambience sprinkled throughout, and of course when something happens and there's a lot of activity, it also comes through pretty good. The LFV is okay. It's not overly aggressive. It's about appropriate for a early 90s film. especially a horror film, and it kind of just, it complements what's happening on screen. No more, no less, just very appropriate for the level of movie that we get here. For the most part, the DTS is good. It's not going to win any awards in that sound department, but for a good horror film anthology, it does its job, and I think it does so very well. For the picture quality of Tales from the Darkside the Movie, I'm going to give this one a B-. I think a fresh coat of paint would have really done wonders here. I think, but for what we get, black levels are nice and appropriate. Color is good, sprinkled throughout the different anthology elements, and detail is good, minus a few soft spots. For the audio portion, I'm going to give this one a solid B. It's a very serviceable DTS 5.1. It offers everything from atmosphere, some action, and it gives you that nice surround elements, and LFE is nice and appropriate. Not really aggressive, but for what we get here on a nice horror film, it's a very good DTS 5.1. So that is my review of Tales from the Darkside the Movie. Let me know in the comment section below if you plan on picking up the Blu-ray, and if you're a fan of the film, let's talk about it in the comments. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.